Good afternoon or good night, everyone. Good afternoon. It's the 10th of September, Wednesday Night Live here at Shane Flint Outdoors. We're going to talk about smallmouth bass fishing, smallmouth bass tournament. Probably going to talk about the weather because it's getting crazy. We're going to talk about the upcoming team tournament. We're going to talk about a lot of things and whatever else goes on conversation wise with you guys. Hey, Marty, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Marty from Ripping Lips with Marty Lawson. We're going to talk about my boat. Big news on my boat. It's been a crazy few days on the boat, but it's starting to happen. Hey, Gary, how are you, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Give it a little bit of time for everybody to populate. We'll get the old spreadsheet up on the smallmouth tournament. Got a lot of people who have registered. Hey, Nick A. Bear. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Hey, hey. A lot of people registered for the team tournament. Lots. We already exceeded last year and we're not done registering yet. So, Bob, thanks for stopping by. Nice bass. That's a good profile picture, Bob. Real good profile picture. I'm just going to be, hey, Bass Hunter, up Tennessee, Mike. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I'm just looking over here. I see your name on the spreadsheet up close to the top. Maybe at the top. We'll see. Here in just a few minutes. I just gonna be point blank honest, everybody. I just walked in the door about 15 minutes ago. For you that don't know, my office that I work out of from my office, I work at home a lot of times too, but it's up in Northern Virginia. It rained today and tomorrow, September 11th, and had roads closed, highway craziness, and rain. Took me almost 2 hours to get home. That's what happens when you live 50 miles south of DC or 48 miles south of DC in traffic. So it's one of my punishments for living in somewhat north central Virginia. So I didn't see too many, if any, photo catches come in. But if I miss one, let me know and I'll bring it up. I can jump in my email real quick. So I wasn't completely prepared, but I do have all the fish updates for sure that we'll get to in just a moment. A lot of folks I can tell had kind of been holding out towards the end to hey Mike, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Throwing some fish like Mike threw his 3 fish in today, which is good catches, by the way, Mike. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Text 3D Christian, yep, for sure. Mike had a big catfish on a spinnerbait. Did he send that in to me? If he didn't, tell him to send that in to me. I'd like to see that. I know Bass Hunter Virginia. He has it popped in here. Oh, Josh Heasley. If you haven't got a confirmation, hey Josh, is this one that are you the guy that we had to accept your well, I'm here. Let's make sure we got it. I think I might have. No, Josh, you sent it back to me at 10:30 p.m. last night, and I did not. There's no attachment on there. So please resend that one to me. And if you're trying to send it to me and it can't come through, send it through me in Facebook Messenger. I don't like to accept them like that, but sometimes they get caught up and they're too large. So yeah, resend it now, Josh. I'll get it on the spreadsheet. I promise you. I won't finalize everything until I make sure everybody's got their catches in. So yeah, resend it now. Yeah, make sure Mike sends me at Big Catch on a spinnerbait. Bass Hunter in Virginia is not here, but last year he caught like a 30-pound blue cat, maybe even bigger, out of his kayak. That thing pulled him all the way around the lake. I mean, he didn't get a good video of it because he only has a cell phone. He just takes photos of his fish, but you could just see him leaning and pulling. Leaning and pulling. Earl, have you received my little dinks? Earl, if you send them to me, I have received them. I'm just looking here. I don't see your name on here. Oh, I have. Earl, you're J02. I have received your fish, and that's not too bad. Trust me. It's better than some, right? I mean, you caught fish. That's all that matters. You're out there having fun. You're catching fish. Tim Morton, good afternoon. Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Trophy. Okay, you're there in Iowa. I got a lot. One of my best friends in the world lives in Iowa, Council Bluffs area. So good place to be living for sure. Iowa's a nice state. So, well, I just give you guys a quick update. Give just a few more minutes for a few more people to come in. Squirrely Outdoors, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. A lot of you are waiting to see my new boat. I was supposed to pick it up yesterday on Tuesday. Matt called me and said, hey, man, we're missing a couple power cords, etc. So I overnighted him some power cords, and we're having problems. You all know I fish all electric. And one of the challenges is I want to make it easy when I pull my boat in my garage, where I can just reach in and plug in. Just plug in one plug-in or two plug-ins. Got a 24-volt and 12-volt batteries. I just have those Naco chargers where I just flip the lids and plug in the chargers and go. Well, he ordered the wrong one or had the wrong one, and then we were struggling on where to put it, and now we figured out where to put it, so it's all done. He called me today around 3 o'clock and said it's done. Come and pick it up tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm picking it up. I'm going to guess he will get his video out of the boat before I'll get it out, my video out, but mine will be different. He's just going to show you the boat. I'm going to show you all the functionality of the boat, which has got a lot into it. Okay, thanks, Josh. I will take a look at it in just a second. Iowa is a great place to grow up. Midwest is a great place to grow up. Not a lot of bad places in the United States. A lot of I am fortunate enough. I'm a man who can say I've been to 49 of 50 states. And great, there ain't no place. I've been to 40, is it 47? I think I've been to 47 other countries in my travels. And everybody's like, what's your favorite United States? Period. Love it. So let's go ahead. So hopefully you'll either see the video of my new boat through Trick Tins through Matt. He may be watching. Matt, if you're on here, pop up and say hi. Or you'll see it when I release it. I might not get it out next Wednesday, folks. You'll get your results. Whoever won this tournament next Wednesday night at 8:30, I will put this tournament results out. We will not do a live next week. But I'll definitely put out the results of this tournament. Definitely will be put out 8:30 p.m. next Wednesday night. So that will be the release for next week. So just look for that next week for all you that are in the tournament. So let me make sure. All right. I'll check that in just a minute. John Bandy. Good to see you, my friend. That's good. Have some fun learning about a lot of river smallies. That's awesome. Yeah. I grew up in part of Virginia. I grew up here, and I learned all about river smallies, wading the rivers and floating the rivers. I love it. Hey, Nate, good to see you. I think your name's on the list here. I'm fixing to show in just a minute. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Pray for his family. Absolutely. No need for senseless violence. And it sounds like that was what that was. I don't support that in any way. So, anyways, let's throw up that spreadsheet real quick. By the way, as I'm doing that, please hit that thumbs up. Helps the old algorithm, of course. But let's go ahead and share the spreadsheet. I know there's quite a few folks that are wanting to see where we're at. Oh, no. Hold on. I got to put the spreadsheet up to share. And then I can do that. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Boom. We definitely got a new leader. There is a new leader in the tournament, and that would be Mr. Mike Pendleton. And then Mike Kinnick is a 1/4 inch behind. And I'm just going to say your fishing partner because you guys fish quite a bit and fish the same areas there in Tennessee. Nate, you have dropped down to 3rd, tied with Roger on length, but you have the big bass at 21 inches. So you were in 3rd, Roger's in 4th. Bob from Virginia, who I think, Nate, you fish with him. He is still sitting in the money at 5th place, and close behind is Nick there in Massachusetts. A lot more folks have came in. Everybody's in this. No one is out of this. Obviously, you don't have to turn in all your fish until Sunday at midnight. But that's where we stand right now. This is the, if you want to call it, the money line. So 52.75 is fifth. That's where we pay out our top five. And then right now, Mike Pendleton is sitting in first. Great job. I mean, I got more fish from both Mike and Bass Hunter Mike the last 3 or 4 days. They were just piling them in there. They had a good, I think I mentioned it to them, they had a good weekend on the river. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well, Nicole, if you can't get out and fish, I'm surprised. You know, you usually out there. Oh. Bob says Nate keeps stealing my 19s. Well, I mean, you guys are in kayak, so be careful. Or if you're in a boat, be careful. Don't be fighting on a boat. It's not worth it. I'll pay you $50 or whatever place you come in not to get in a fight and fall in the water. So, hey, Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors, thanks for stopping by, buddy. If you haven't been following Ted at Off the Hook, please do so. He's in the middle of planting food plots and getting ready for deer season, which I know quite a few of you are deer hunters as well. So, Ted's got a lot of good stuff over on his channel. So, Nicole says, oh, man, sorry to hear that, Nicole. Husband's back's messed up and haven't been able to date since July 4th, man. I hope he gets better real soon. That stinks when you can't get out and fish. I mean, I've been there this year. I didn't get to fish for over 2 months with a broken leg, and it was tough for me. So, hope, thoughts and prayers. Hope he gets better really, really quick. Mike said we're out there hammering some good fish. We'll be back out there Friday after them again. Yeah, I mean, you guys. So last week I was traveling in San Diego, and I was sitting in the airport, and I get a text, I get an email. I can see your emails come in. I just don't reply when I'm traveling, because if I reply or if I read them, when I get home and get on my computer, I might get confused. So I just wait and try to respond to everybody, either like tell everybody they're recorded on Sunday. I pick a day and just make sure I tell everybody they're recorded. But I'm sitting there looking at my phone and seeing the emails come in, and I was like, I had 4 in a row or 3 in a row from Mike. I'm like, did he just send me the same fish over and over and over again? Nope. Him and Bass Hunter Mike were just crushing them. Hey, John, how are you? How are you and Lindia? Hope things are well. Haven't heard from you for a few days. I hope your mom's doing okay. You bet, Nicole. We were in the river at 5 a.m. and and I was 3 hours behind you and on the West Coast, and it's early in the morning there on the West Coast, so I was getting them. But that's awesome when you can get out there and have a great week of a great day of fishing like that. So yeah, good to hear. Hope she's doing better, John. You fished a couple days. Well, at least you got to go out there and get a little fishing in. So hopefully things turn out pretty good. So let me let everybody update on the team tournament real quick. And I see quite a few people dropped off after I showed the spreadsheet for the first time. That's fine, because a lot of people come in the morning or later on and watch this. So the team tournament will kick off on the 20th, right? We always start on a Saturday and end on a Sunday. So the 20th, the team tournament will kick off. We have about 7 more teams than last year already, and there's quite a few that I haven't got signed up that are already said they're going to sign up and just haven't crossed them over. So we're gonna have quite a few more teams this year. A lot of new teams. So I will try to get your participant codes. Remember, you get 2 participant codes for the team tournament, one for you and one for your teammate, and at least each teammate has to turn in at least 1 bass. Each teammate has to turn in a bass in the team tournament. Yep, John, I know you're in. So if your teammate is somewhere else, that's fine. Remember, you can be geographically separated. You can be anywhere in the United States, but just coordinate your catches. But you have to use each tournament member's or each code in the tournament. It can be 4 and 1, or it can be 3 and 2, however you want to do it. Whatever the best fish is, but yet one fisherman can't turn in all the fish. one of the fish has to be turned in by a teammate, and it's the 5 bass draw format. So remember, those first 3 fish, you guys that just fished the summer 5 bass draw, this year the winner won it on the first part of the tournament, not the back end of the tournament, because they had the better catches on the front end of the tournament, not the back end. So you got to get your strategy down for that team tournament. That's right. John's got the good deal here, because he's going to catch 1 and Lindy's going to catch all the hammers. Yeah, John, we know you're in. So yeah, John's got a good deal going on. He just catches a 12-incher or 14-incher or whatever, and then Lindy will put all the hammers in the boat. So, if you're still debating to get in, you got a week to get in. And I know, like I said, I know a lot of you get out there and deer hunt this time of year, because I think bow season comes in Monday or Sunday here in Virginia. And I used to be a big bow hunter, but I just gave up on deer hunting. Didn't give up. It's just not as exciting for me. I love to get out there and fish this time of year. So one other thing before I forget, a little programming. I do right after this episode on my YouTube channel, which you're watching either on Facebook or YouTube. I have a new episode coming out tonight. It's about my top 4 baits for transition bass fishing in the fall. And I do it a little bit different. I know every YouTuber puts out the top 3 baits or whatever. I'm not selling you tackle, guys. If you haven't figured that out, hey, Kenneth, good to see you, buddy. If you haven't figured that out by now, yes, I'm sponsored by a tackle company, Omnia. Great sponsor. Love me some Omnia. I hope you guys love them too. And, use the discount code SFO25 for your 15% off. I don't make a nickel. I don't get paid at all from Omnia. What they do is to support our tournaments and do the prizes. That's the deal I have with them. So they don't tell me to plug any type of baits. When I do a bait, my top baits for fall bass fishing, these are baits that I get my tail out there and catch fish on. And most of the time there's videos to support that. Now, there's a couple of secrets that I am putting out in this video on some baits, techniques that I learned years and years ago that I haven't shared them. So if you want to check those out right after this, I go over my top fall baits. For John and Lindia, you skip fall, right, down in Florida. So it's bruiser baits to the hilt for you guys, which is all great. So, but yeah, catch that right after this at 9 o'clock. Will be that video will come out. Of course, it's a premiere, so it's got about a couple minutes before it starts there. So you don't have to rush out there. If you need to grab a drink of water, go to the bathroom, you got time there as well. So, Kenneth, are you going to fish the team tournament? I haven't seen anything. You did last year. So just want to throw that out. I hadn't seen any notes from you. So. Oh, yeah, that's right, Nate. You went out with John and Lindy down there. You guys, that's you guys got connected up. That's great. Hey, Lindia, good to see you, Captain Lindia. And then Roger Burnett, good to see you. Roger here, sitting on the river. That's the way to do this, Roger. Sit on the river and go fishing and listen to Shane Flynn Outdoors. I'm all good for that. So, yeah, and John saying, please do. John will hook you up. And John, I'm going to try to get down there December time frame as well, like I did last year. Maybe a little bit later. We'll see. I don't want to interfere with any of your charters that you got. We'll coordinate. But definitely going to get back down there in the cold, when it's cold up here. So Gary said, Pulse won't touch bottom. I will tell you, I have fished Lake Jackson with them, and as long as you got 3 eyes on your rod, you'll know how deep it is. It's about 3 or 4 eyes deep, right, John? It's a pretty shallow lake. So Donkey Land at least has some a channel in it. So. What's this, Kenneth? You're telling me a fishing story here. Caught 5 over 20. Dude, you'd be in the lead. But the first one was 16.5 pitches. Then I kicked my bunt board over the side and got beat out in a tournament. Well, man, that's tough, Kenneth. You know, you got to have a bunt board, right? I almost believe you that you got 5 over 20, but they got to be on a bunt board. But man, I hope you get another bunt board soon. Good news is Kenneth won the 5 bass draw, so he's got plenty of money to get him a nice Ketch, Ketch, bunt board from Omnia Fishing. They have them there. Those are my favorite bunt boards, by the way, for you guys. If you're going to buy a new bunt board, the Ketch bunt board, the Ketch, is my favorite to read, right next to the board that John and Lindia, because they have like little arrows that point to like, this is 21, this is 22 inches. I don't know what brand yours is, John and Lindia. That one is phenomenal too. But the Ketch is a yellow board with black letters, so it makes it easy to read when I'm doing. And it doesn't matter which angle with that Ketch board, because it's curved, I can get a good reading on it. So yeah, there you go, John. Or can get you a Ketch board at Omnia Fishing. Linda is saying, as soon as this low passes over, we're going to catch them up. All right. You didn't catch this earlier, Linda, but I had to go up to my office in Northern Virginia. It's raining here, and my penance for living in close to DC, 50 miles south of DC, is it took me 2 hours to get home because it was raining. People forget how to drive when it rains in this area. Some of you on here know what I'm talking about. Nate, Marty, you live in this area. Nate lives halfway between me and DC, so he's like 25 miles. So luckily he didn't have to travel as far, but it's great. Still a great area to live in. So let me throw up the spreadsheet for anyone who came in later, and then I'll talk about my boat one more time real quick, but I want to make sure that anyone came in. He's like, totally. I want to get the spreadsheet up one more time before we get out of here, and I want to talk about my boat one more time and remind everybody there is an episode right after this on my YouTube channel. So let me share the spreadsheet. Share screen. And there we go. Mike Pendleton sitting in first. Mike Kinnick, the bass hunter. Nathan Cross in Virginia sitting in third. Roger, I forgot where Roger's from, but I know I got it somewhere. Bob in Virginia sitting in fifth, and then Nick right there in Massachusetts. Again, everybody's in this. You got till Sunday at midnight to get your catches in. Long as you got them in, and if you live in a different time zone, that's fine. As long as I get them in before the morning, they will make sure those catches count. So Sunday at midnight, make sure midnight-ish. Like if you live in Central Time, it's 1 a.m. my time, that's fine. Make sure you get those catches in. And the results for this tournament will be at 8:30 next Wednesday night. I won't do a live. I'll just do the results of the smallmouth tournament. That will be next week. And then the following week, you'll probably get my boat video out. And then the following week after that, we will do a live. Actually, no, we'll do a live, not this week, but the next one right after the team tournament kicks in. And if you're in the team tournament, you'll get your team codes Thursday afternoon or Friday morning, the 18th or the 19th. The tournament starts on the 20th. So Nate said, I watched the video on Trick 10 channel. Your boat is going to be killer. It looks so good. Thanks, Nate. I will be physically picking it up in the morning. If you got in here a little bit late, we were missing some power cords for my graphs and things of that nature, and Naco plug leads and things of that nature. We got everything sent to him overnighted, and it's ready to pick up. He called me today about 3:30 and said, we're good. Come and get it tomorrow. You better bring your checkbook. So we're going to square it up tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. I know I've been holding it close on the decking, how I did that. So you guys will see that. I did do custom cut CNC, and I'm looking forward for that, for everybody to get a good look at it. And I did some interesting things. A lot of you if you watch Trick 10, you see how I did the structure of the boat. But from a technology standpoint, did a few things. that's a little bit different and kind of advanced, as well as from a cosmetic perspective. I think you'll like what I did on the decking. I'm pretty excited about it, and I can't wait for you guys to see. So yes, Lindia, I am stoked. I am stoked. Now, the other thing that this was not supposed to happen this way, but it just is. I'm building a brand new garage here on my property. I finally got approval from the county here in Virginia. I get county approval. So I'm getting my new 20 by 28 garage right out. I'm pointing right out here on behind that wall. That we're breaking ground on that on Monday. So I got a lot going on, and the missus is not going to be happy when she sees that check I got to write for the boat and for the garage. I might be in the doghouse, guys. So I can't buy too much tackle here for a few weeks. So I'm stoked about the boat as well as getting the garage done as well. I had just a carport for my boat out there now. And I had to take that down. I had to cut a bunch of trees down. Like Nate's been to my house. He knows how many trees I got around my house. It's Nate and Marty and Gary. I had to do a lot of tree cutting to get the room to put that garage in. So I've been looking forward to getting that done. So wish I could show you the turning sheet. 20 boats, and you needed 24 pounds to beat fifth place. 29.61. Wow, that is a big bag for northern New York for sure. That's a big bag. So Nate, you're right, brother. I might be able to sleep in the boat. Yeah, at least I got that. It'll be nice and comfy. The front deck is 11 foot long, so I got plenty of deck space. I can camp on top of the deck of my new boat. So if I, maybe I'll be okay. I just want to make sure before I go. We had one guy send in a catch on Messenger, and I did not get it. So I think it was Josh. Let me make sure I got that right. Josh Heasley, I do not see that catch on Messenger. So try to send it to me one more time. And I just want to make sure that I let you know before I hang up here that I got your catch. And I did not get it, my friend. So make sure you try again and get me that catch before we take off out of here. Or get it to me tonight. And then of course make sure you get it to me before the end of the tournament on the 20th. Roger, you are from Alabama. Good to know. Now I'll make sure I put that in there. Well, folks, again, thanks for tuning in. No live next Wednesday night. We will be doing, I'll be releasing the results of this tournament, and you will see your participant codes next Thursday and Friday, a week from tomorrow, for the team tournament. If you have any questions, concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to me by email. If you know my phone number, give me a text or a call, and we'll get you all hooked up. Good luck to all you tournament fishermen. Make sure you get those fish in by midnight on Sunday, and I'm hoping everybody catches the bigs. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.